Look where we're at, Eddie. It's your favorite spot. What do you think? Ready to go outside for a walk? I take it that's a yes. Let's go. Come on, Eddie. This is probably Eddie's favorite pee stop in the whole world. Good job, buddy. Made it back. Day 5, 420 challenge. Well, as you guys can see, we brought Eddie with today. And man, it is gorgeous out here today. About 50 degrees, no wind. Finally seeing some sunshine. As for day 5 for the 420 challenge, the 420 challenge is where I go for a 4-mile walk every day for 20 days in a row. And I start on April 1st and I go all the way to April 20th, which of course is 420. Look at that sky behind me, if it doesn't wash out. But for this little stretch, I came down with Eddie. He hasn't been feeling too well, but as you can see, he was quite excited to get down here. It's been a long time, but I am not going to count this little stretch as part of the 420. I will take Eddie on a little walk here, and I will take him back home, and I'll come back down here, and we'll start the 420 then. But hey, I had to get Eddie on video for you guys. It's been a while. And yesterday's video, it was titled possibly the worst day of my life, which it was true. Why is that? Well, guys, my mom passed away the other night. I was not sure how much of that information I should share on these videos or not. That obviously turns this 420 challenge into a lot harder challenge than I anticipated. At the same time, in the back of my head, I always knew this was a possibility. My mom, she's been sick for a very long time. In fact, she suffered for a very long time. Her and I, we were very close. I live right next door to her. I didn't move far away from home. Basically, I've been very close with my mom for 50 years. And I'm kind of wondering why Eddie's not feeling good. And I'm kind of wondering if that's what's wrong with Eddie. Maybe he knows. He kind of acts depressed. And him and my mom are pretty close. Eddie, what you barking at? A fellow walker? Sorry guys, I got a little sidetracked there when I was filming. Ran into somebody I know. We ended up talking for like 30 minutes, maybe even 45 minutes. So now, Eddie and I are on the way back home, and I will go back down there and we will crank out the 4 miles. But Eddie had a pretty good time, I think. I know I was talking about my mom. I don't know where I left off though, so I might have to review a little footage and take it from there. Okay guys, I dropped Eddie off at home and I am back here at the walking trail. I think I said this earlier, but it's about 50 degrees, no wind, absolutely gorgeous out here today. Can't get much better than this. Especially after all that snow and slush we had the past few days. This is feeling pretty good. I think I started talking about my ma earlier until I ran into that person I knew and I got sidetracked. I don't know exactly where I left off. And I didn't go back and look. So for here on out, I'll talk about my ma, but it'll be all good stuff. Yes, she did suffer. I think she suffered more than anybody has the right to suffer. She had a rough go of it for a while. Hopefully, she's in a better place, right? Hopefully, she's back with my dad and the rest of her family. But who knows, right? My mom, Bonnie, grew up right here in little old Montello. She lived here her whole 72 years. She went to high school here. The person I was just talking to was telling me what a great cheerleader she was back in high school. So it's always fun to hear. If you talk to anybody, you're probably only gonna hear good things about my mom. As far as I'm concerned, I could never ask for a better mother than the one that I had. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way about your moms, and I'm glad that you do. My mom, she kind of lived a simple life here in a small town. She had 3 other sisters and 4 other brothers. And her mother, she just died a few years back, not too long ago. So she lived a pretty long life. Unfortunately, some of her children did not. My mom passed at 72. My Uncle Rob, which was also one of my best friends, died when he was 41. My Uncle Russ and Uncle Gary, I'm not exactly sure what age they were, but they all passed before my grandma did. Nobody wants to bury their children, but she buried 3 of them before she passed away. And those people, my mom's sisters and her brothers and her mom, that was her whole life. And of course, me and my brother and my dad. But she definitely lived for her sisters and her brothers and her mom. She would see them almost every day. It's funny how the world's changing. I just turned 50. No more grandparents. No more parents. I do have one brother. He does not live in town. I think I'm supposed to see him this weekend, maybe. He's coming up. Growing up, my mom, she worked at a lot of the different stores around the area, gas stations. Then after that, she started working in the plant world. Worked at a place called Grow Plant. And after that, she worked at a garden center. And that was kind of her passion, I think. Plants, gardening, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, guys, I'm a little all over the place in this video. Not sure how much more I want to say about this. This probably isn't the proper video for what I was trying to say, which is this. My mom passed away. She was the best mom I could ever ask for. I lived right next to her my whole life after I moved out of their house. Gonna miss the hell out of her. I am now without any parents. Life is gonna be way different. On that note, I basically don't know what else to say for this video here. Again, we are at day 5, 420 challenge. I did weigh in this morning. If you guys watched the first video before the first day, I weighed in at 210 pounds. Today, before the 5th day walk, I weighed in at 208 pounds. So 2 pounds down in the first 5 days. Also in the first video, I told you my belt loop was on 4 notches. It is still on 4 notches. And one last thing before I go. Tomorrow, on the 6th day of the 420, which is April 6th, we are having a solar eclipse. I think this part of the world that I live in, it's supposed to happen somewhere between 1 and 3 p.m. So if I play my cards right, I'm gonna get out here and do my 420 challenge walk during the solar eclipse. So that should be pretty cool. Alright guys, this is a very bad video I made today. If you made it this far, what the hell are you doing watching this long? Come on people, there's better stuff to do than this. At least you get to see some beautiful weather. Small town Wisconsin. We're not walking through slush today. We're not walking through 40-mile-an-hour winds. Didn't have to wear a thick stocking cap or a jacket. Might even have to lose this flannel and get into a t-shirt. Sorry I keep showing this shot. It's just quite beautiful today. Gorgeous. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Just another 420 video. We're gonna miss my mom. Take care of Ma. Best mom ever. Love you. And we are going to let you guys go. And we should be back here tomorrow. So come back again and see me. Talk to you guys later.